way, whenever I go to do it again, it'll be a lot easier. But now, look how easy it is to access the top. You know what? Not even gonna use hand tools for this. I mean, not even gonna use drills for this, because look how simple this is. 1, 2, 3. You might touch injectors, or whatever gets you out of the wires. So I'm just taking it off. If you're just taking it off, now you have to touch the injector. It's wires, but since you're holding it, we're good. I'll take those. Do that. Also, it's better like you. I'll do that a little bit. Just enough. Right, here's that. No, just that. There's that. Crazy. Right, there's that. So these over here. And the next empty slot. There's that. Now, with the gas tank bolts right there, I'm gonna put these in there. These are little inserts for this thing right here. Those are little inserts that those go into. Put that with those. That way you don't lose them, because they can fall out pretty easily. Keep that on there. Keep that absorbing that. All right. Now that's off. That's off. That's off. This just comes right off. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and take off all of these. They have lovely numbers on it. Injector 4, 3, 2, and 1. But for up top, even if you didn't have those, the shortest one goes to the longest one. The only one that probably get confused is the last two. Right, there's that. Now that is off. I will be putting this back on here so I don't lose it. Right. And like that, there's that. That is your injectors right there. Looks a little dirty in here, but it's not too bad. I'll be putting that right up there. Right, air filter. Definitely need a new one. So, honestly, throwing this in the garbage. In the garbage. Need a new air filter. Already knew that, but. Ooh, I have this. Right, now, to take this out, it is pretty simple. So, there is little hex screws right down in there. I think it's a 5, but they're so far down in there, I had to actually make myself a tool to get those out of there. So this is the tool I made, right? I took a 5mm socket and I cut off a 5mm, the head of a 5mm Allen key, stuck it in there, put some hot or super glue in there, and solid piece of machinery right there. That's my little specialty tool for it. That way it's long enough to get in there. Yes, I could have bought me a good set of Allen keys with a long T-handle wrench, but you know, sometimes you're poor and you gotta make things do, and that's what I did. And I don't own a set, so I want a set, but I don't own a set. What was I doing? So I'm gonna use this with this, and we're gonna use this right here. Let's see if this will work. Right. First off, we're gonna start with this one right here. And here, this. Alright. I'm gonna just break them loose real quick, and then I'll use hand tightening skills to really get in there. Oh. I'm gonna be able to reach like this, and there's that one. So for those two, I will be doing this. I will be taking this right in here, which goes to that, and then I will be going into here, grabbing me this and this one. Right, so this goes to this, locks in there, and actually I think that's all I need. And then I shall take this cool little guy right here. Basically acts as a ratchet. Right, stick it in there. Now I can reach that long place right there with ease. Put that to loosening up. Oh, there it goes. And I'll use this to finish off the rest. One more left. I want to see if around like this. Loose. Right, there's one. Go. Yeah. Right, set that right there. Now I'll just test to see which ones are still grabbing. Kind of just loosen them up. I think this one over here is still grabbing a little bit. No, it's this one right here. It's most, yeah, take that off. It's most definitely this one over here. That one's off. That one's off. What about you? It's gotta be one of you guys. Ah, you right there in the middle. Okay. But yeah, that's what I do. I just go around a little bit. And don't just yank it off, because you still got this little servo connector right here. So don't go yanking. Set that right there for a sec. Reach your little hands in back here and here. See it right there. And oh, if you have issues with like I do with this thing, just gotta find a good way to get your hands in there. All right, there she is. There she looks. Servo right there. That controls these little guys lifting up and down. Don't know the terminology or the facts behind how that works and what it does, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, next up. All right, 8mm bolt right here. Isn't that? It's fun little guy. Yay! All right, this is another piece of the air duct and two things also where a sensor is. So you got this sensor right here. Right, unplug this by simply pulling that right there, and this comes out because that right there is no value, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna throw this. Oh no, I gotta find that. All right, gotta throw this guy right in here, just like that. And I'm gonna go find this. Oh, bingo, found it. Cool. Do not want to lose that. That will go in to this right here. All right, we are. So that's never a good mix when things have power going to it and you're working with wires. Trust me, I know. Boop. So we take this thing off. Gotta be careful to watch out for that. For all that stuff. Don't want that. Don't want to lose any of these hardware back here because I don't plan on taking anything really off on the rear section. And I do know it is a pain in the booty cheeks whenever things fall back here. There's so many places they could go falling and hiding. Alright, so that is how you undo the battery, which I have these little things on the bottom, little pads. That way it doesn't, we'll put it right there. That way it doesn't, or it does take up this whole thing right here. But that's what the rear section looks like. Those two are the grounds. This wire goes back to the lighting system, which controllers under there. This goes up to my charger. Same thing with that and that. Which this could also double down as a triple charger location because the thing is the same. With it being all taken apart like this, I'm definitely going to rewire some of this a little better. But that's okay for now. So thank you guys for sticking around for this first episode. If you haven't already, consider following and seeing the rest of this build. I'm hoping that maybe I can get some sponsorships on this thing, make the cost a lot better, because if not, then it's going to take me a while. But make the cost of this go a little bit better because I do not have the money to actually fully fix this right now. And who knows, maybe it could be even better with some much better aftermarket parts. Except for that's already on there. It's expensive, so I'm going to hit up this company, see if they're willing to send out another one. What is up? It is a new day. We're getting back on this. It is a new video, I think. I don't know. I haven't edited the other one. But what we are doing today is we're trying to get this engine even more broke down. I've gone through and I've actually changed out a few things from the last video off camera. I got all the bolts and hardware out of that and into baggies, so that way this organizer can be used simply just for the engine, because of how much it would probably take this whole thing just to put all the hardware away for just getting the engine out of this. So instead, I'm doing baggies like I usually do, marking baggies, which now I'm doing it a little bit with a little twist. I'm adding, I went out and got me a labeler, and not really, honestly, wish I would have got a regular handheld one, but I thought that the one that connects to the phone would be a little bit better. It's not really, but that is okay. Also, I went through my manual and figured out that I was missing a few things, because I was starting to think about it, and I was like, this really should all be in there as well. And I looked and I just missed a piece. I missed a I missed a page where it had references to go ahead and take those apart. So, all right, let's do this. Also, we got a new pin. Oh, okay. No, that's done. We drained the coolant. That paper is done. Boop. Ba-doop. 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 Alright, coolant reservoir hose. Number 1, disconnect. Just the one that goes up there. We do need to disconnect that. Alright, so the cooling reservoir air bleed hose. Is that sounded right? Cooling system air bleed hose. Yeah. This one right here. Disconnect that. We are gonna grab our lovely pliers for all these disconnections. Alright, so take this, move it down. Oh, that's not good. Come on. And that's disconnected. Alright, next. Radiator outlet hose, number 7. Alright, disconnect number 7. Now, I put a new clamp on this, but it originally comes with a one-time use clamp. So, whenever y'all take it apart, you're going to need to get a new clamp. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. But for me, already one step ahead. Alright, well, it's loose. We're not going to pull it off just yet. You know, it says to. Alright, disconnect hose. Disconnect inlet hose on the other side. Right? Yeah, on the other side. This is the inlet hose. Oop. Oh, she's still got some fluid in her. Alright. I'm gonna grab my little pan over here. It's my little pan. Put it right there. Cause it's gonna leak. She's gonna leak. Even though you think you got it all, it's still not all of it. Alright, there's that disconnected. Lovely fluids. Let me use this right here. Excuse me. Alright. Hose number 9, the radiator. Now remove the radiator. To remove the radiator, I do remember. So basically we're going to be going a little bit out of step. So we got these two right here, which hold on this bracket right here, which as soon as I take this off, it should be able to move out of the way since the whole front ordeal is done. So for that, grab me this. Grab me, I think it's a number 5. Don't look at the numbers on there because I just put them somewhere quite relevant. I might look into replacing this. Also, I need to. I'm glad that's there. Definitely do need to look into replacing this tray. Not tray. I forget what it's called. Well, it actually might be the tray. It's the electrical tray. I just need the bottom part though. Just need the bottom because the mounting points to that are correct. I'm gonna have to look up the name anyways to label it. Alright, so there's that. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna do that right there. Oh no, that's a terrible idea. I don't want to break anything. Okay. I think I'm just gonna let it dangle. Alright. There's one radiator mount bolt right here, which, let me... I don't know where it's at actually. Never mind. My headlight is somewhere, but I don't know where. But I got a new light. I don't know if y'all noticed or if I said that. Alright, so there's this guy right here. Alright, pull this tab up. There it goes. Yeah, you pull this little tab up right here, and you pull it backwards. And that releases your clutch cable. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Man, people are still doing fireworks. It's the next day. It's not New Year's Eve anymore. New Year's Day. It's New Year's Day. And we are going to take this off. It does say to take it off. We'll take it off. Alright, so there's that. Alright, we already removed the reservoir. That's what went there. Alright, so you have this one bolt under here as well. So 10 millimeter. And then you have, looks like a number 4 hex head on top. So we're going to take care of that 10 millimeter first. We're going to use this. And we're going to use this. And we're going to need this. Boop. Oh. Put that up. Alright. So, all of that stuff. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna raise it up. And we're gonna jump around a little bit. So prepare your ears for the air compressor. Oh yeah, that's right. Now we'll lift it up as it should be. Guys, now that thing's finally shut up, So what I just did earlier while I was going though is I took off the bottom radiator mount, which is right here. So what we're gonna do over here is we are actually gonna go yada yada yada. There is one somewhere in here. I think it's over here. Valves. Here they are. Right, rad mounts, right? Right. So we're just gonna change that over here to just rad bolts. And we're gonna go right here. Yada yada yada. And get off of that. We're gonna go to here. Alright, now we're gonna do radiator bolts. Radiator